These are the plaintiffs, Reynold and Vilma Williams. They say the defendant sold them an Akita puppy with a congenital disease, which causes the eyelids of the dog to roll inward against the cornea. The defendant's a shady guy who won't pay for the surgery their dog needs to live a normal and productive life. So they're suing for the $3,841.90 they're out. This is the defendant, George Hospodar. He says he's not a breeder, just a hobbyist who has dogs who occasionally have litters. He believes the vet and the plaintiffs are in cahoots to try to get a free dog because the dog he sold them was healthy. He's not about to let the plaintiff get away with their scheme, owes them nothing, and is pretty sure the judge will agree once she hears all the evidence. He's accused of pooping out on a puppy buyer.
Reynold and Vilma oh my Lord, that is the biggest thing I've ever seen. Reynold?
Reynold.
Reynold and Vilma Williams, you're suing George Hospodar?
Close.
What is your name?
Hospodar.
Much closer can I get? Hospodar. Okay, for $3,841.90 in vet bills and the cost of the dog that you purchased from him because according to you, the dog was unfit for purchase. Tell me what's going on.
In this fall of last year, me and my wife was looking for an Akita puppy. So I went on the internet, research. I found Mr. Hospital, I called him. So I went to his place in Connecticut, look at the puppy. He recommended that one. We chose that one. My wife wrote him a check for $2,200.
Of course, that's not a dog. Your wife wrote him a check for $2,200.
For the dog.
Do you have the paperwork from the sale?
The paperwork he sent to me, unfortunately, I give it to you, but the dog actually ate the homework.
The dog ate the homework. What do you mean?
Yes.
The dog ate the contract?
The dog ate what he sent to me in the mail.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How did the dog eat it?
We had it on the, he's a big dog and he gets up on the table.
Oh, we left it home.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to let everybody know how ill-bred your dog is, okay? And the dog ate the contract. Do you have a copy of it?
I have the copy of the dog's papers, not with me.
I don't know what
I mean the transaction.
No, I haven't.
We didn't.
No.
Was there a contract or no?
No, there was not.
Oh, okay.
It's just a word.
All right, so go ahead.
I didn't know what he sent me in the mail because, like I say, the dog chewed on it.
Okay.
So,
So go on.
so we paid him the money. We took the dog. We told him that his sister was there, and she said that they would not cash the check until we get back from our vet.
Okay, so you go to your vet. What happened?
What happened? She diagnosed the dog as beginning stage of entropia.
Entropia. And what is that?
The eyelids, the bottom eyelids, is growing inside of the dog.
Okay.
And it's affecting the cornea of his eyes.
Okay.
So which he have to be scratching because it's, imagine your eyes with, like the vet says, sand in it.
Yes.
Okay.
So you need to get it out.
Right.
But he cannot do it. So
Was the dog trying to scratch? Was the dog like, okay.
He always scratches.
Have tears
Okay.
also.
So we
you
took
know,
him, the vet
pressed.
told us to put eye drops. Eye drops, and then we'll see how, because most dogs grow out of it.
Okay.
His size.
Okay, so how long did we wait to see if the dog grew out of it?
2-3 months.
So a couple months,
yeah.
and so the dog wasn't growing out of it.
The dog wasn't growing out of it.
Was it getting worse?
It was getting worse.
Okay.
I called Mr. Hospital and I told him about it.
Had you told him about it in December, or
Yep,
you? Okay,
I told
you
him
had.
about it in December, and I
Okay.
told him exactly what the vet says. We would look at it, and if it goes out of it, it's fine. But we cannot breed the dog and carry on the gene pool because this is a congenital disease.
Okay. Had you in fact bought the dog in order to breed the dog?
I told him so. The dog cost $2,000.
2,200.
2,200, sorry.
So
And
you
if-
had hoped to breed the dog.
I hope to breed the dog to
Right.
make back, to recuperate some of my money that
Right.
I spent for the purchase of the dog.
Okay. So when do you first hear that the dog has the problem with the eyelids?
Date-wise, I'm not exactly
But is
sure.
it like shortly after the purchase?
He called me a week or two later that he had gotten shots for the dog, But the entropion thing was not until a little later. I'm not exactly sure. My
Okay.
veterinarian has a
All
copy.
right, so now it's March and the dog's going to need the
Yeah,
surgery. Do you contact him?
I contacted him before the surgery, and he didn't believe me. So I told him, if you don't believe me, you said you have a vet, call your vet, make an appointment, pay for the your vet appointment, and I will go to Connecticut and take the dog to your vet.
And did you do that?
We did that.
And what did his vet say?
His vet agreed
That the dog needed surgery?
that the dog has entropia.
All right.
The veterinarian, actually, there's another term besides that. It's microphthalmia.
Did your vet agree that the dog needed surgery?
Well, he said that the dog had a smaller eye than the other eye.
Did your dog agree that did your vet agree that the dog needed surgery? Do you understand me, or is my English not as good as I think?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh, okay.
that. Okay.
Did your dog agree? Did it again. Apparently, my English is not as good as that. Did your vet agree that the dog needed surgery?
No.
According to you, your vet said this dog does not need surgery.
Well, it's not a dog. It was a puppy at the time, a third of the size that
According
you're
to you,
seeing.
your vet says this dog does not need surgery, correct?
At the time.
Okay. Do either of you have paperwork from that vet?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Do you have the paperwork from your vet? Okay. This is his vet?
That's his vet.
Okay. On the bottom of this vet's, it's hard to understand because the handwriting's so bad, but it says advise, and then it's in code, advised owner and breeder to seek, I don't know what this code means, to repair. So obviously he thinks that something has to be repaired. And ophthalmologist.
Yeah.
And he told us make sure that we get a very good ophthalmologist because
that
it's
it
a
will not come
hard
back.
surgery to perform.
Okay, so the surgery happens, and then lo and behold, you find another congenital problem.
The surgery happened. Before the surgery happened, when we left his vet's office, he said, he asked his vet, okay, what's my liability? His vet looked at him and said, I told you what your liability is. And he walked out of the office. So I said, George, let's go outside and talk. So him, myself, and my wife, we went outside. I said, I told you I wanted to breed the dog. I wanted to join search and rescue. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. I can't do that to this dog. So I paused a few minutes. He said, so what you going to do? I said, no, what you going to do? He said, I have a dog that we could continue breeding this dog with. I said, hold up. You can't do that. Your vet just told you, don't breed the dog.
Your Honor.
I tell you what, give me half of the price of the dog, and we both will walk out of here. No strings attached. So we agreed upon $1,100 at that time. He said, send me the bill in the mail. I send him, after the surgery, I call him. I say, the bill is in the mail to you. I call him. He never returned my call. Then in March, the dog came up with a second disease.
Okay, but he just blew you off?
He just blew me off.
Stopped returning call. Okay, and let me see that. Now, what happened, is that accurate that you had settled on $1,100?
No.
Did you settle it at all?
I guess
Or
I
are we
misunderstood.
going to have a dog and puppy argument?
I guess I misunderstood
He refused that.
Hold on, I'm not
Mr.
talking to you.
Williams' accent.
You misunderstood his accent.
Outside
I think
the
you need to get out more.
veterinarian.
Seriously, because
Yeah.
I'm not having any trouble understanding him. If I don't understand somebody, you know what I do? I say, can you repeat that?
Yeah.
Can you say it a different way?
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure what it is that your problem is.
Well, I didn't
what
wanna
is it
blurt
about
out-
his accent
Right, I
that you
didn't
didn't
wanna-
understand when the man says, I'll take $1,100, and he says, you said, all right, I'll send you a check.
Right.
What part of that is you not tell me, explain it to me.
Maybe, I don't know. I never heard that from Mr. Williams.
Okay. So now, wait a minute. So now we have a new problem. You take the dog to the vet again, and there's a new problem. And what is that problem?
Hip dysplasia.
Hip dysplasia. And what happens there? Tell me about it.
In general, his leg is deformed,
Okay?
and he'll suffer problems for the rest of his life.
Okay?
I called him. I finally got hold of him. I said, George, let's just settle this because the dog is more sick now. The dog came down with hip dysplasia, and I want back the full purchase price plus vet bills for the dog. And
Okay, but when you say full purchase price plus vet bills, were you planning on returning the dog?
at that time, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Not with me, Judge.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
No, Judge.
You
Me
wouldn't
and
have let him do
my
that.
kids, no.
No way, right?
No.
He, your father's just smack
I'll be honest
talking.
with you, at that time-
Right? He's just smack talking. That wasn't going to happen.
No.
We had a fight about that too.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Okay, so can these plaintiffs get the cost of the dog back, vet bills, and then still keep the dog?
No, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Okay, but they fell in love with this dog. I mean, they fell in love with this dog.
I think that it's either one or the other, because
You have to choose one or the other.
I think
That kind of sucks because then you have to pay all these vet bills.
I agree. Yep, it sucks.
Okay, it sucks going inside the courtroom.
All right, so you contact him and he says what to you? He doesn't answer you?
He answered and he said, whoa, wait a minute, I'm working, I'll get back to you. And he never got back to me up to this day.
Okay. All right.
And this is why we
So
did today.
do you have the letter? I want to see the original letter from, I see the original letter from his vet. Now I want to see the original letter from your vet. And I want to hear from you. They say that they were chasing you down and you basically weren't responding to them. What's that about?
When we came out with the second instance for the dog, that's when, this started to sound a little hoaxable to me.
You think it's a hoax on the part of the vet?
You
You had a chance to speak to his vet, right?
Yes, I spoke to his vet. She's a very, very closed person.
What does that mean? You wanted her to be open? What do you mean?
I would have liked to had a little nicer explanation from somebody who's caring for an animal versus a dry, clean shirt,
Did you find that your veterinarian was not forthcoming with him? Why is he saying that?
Because he says he don't understand my accent. He called my vet pretending to be me while my vet was on the phone to my house.
You mean he was imitating your accent? Who
don't-
told you that? Your vet? Did you do that?
No, I didn't.
The dog breeder, this is from his vet. The dog breeder represented himself as George Hospodar to Reading Veterinary Hospital, but identified himself as George Mazzone to our clinic. He then referred to himself as Mr. Williams in a second conversation to get me to come to the phone faster. Mr. Mazzone/Hospodar initially agreed to pay for the correction of the entropium, but refused to sign for the certified letter containing a copy of the bill. Query subjectivity of the diagnosis. He has not had experience with blah, 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 blah. In summary, I find him unfit for purchase.
I didn't refuse to pay for any or accept anything.
Here's how it works, folks. There's things you can sue for and there's things that you cannot sue for. Unless you plan on returning the dog, which I'm relatively sure is not going to happen over your wife and your child's dead body, okay? You can't get the purchase price of the dog back. You can, however, get all of your medical bills. So all of those bills come out to $1,600 and some odd dollars. And you've paid zero because you were hoping that the guy would walk away. In fact, you sort of felt put upon. In fact, let me quote directly from your answer to the complaint. I think he's a Jamaican trying to exercise his American rights. I think he may be. I think he may be. Watch American Justice in action, baby. $1,641 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Judge.
Well, some strange doings in this case, and the plaintiff wins the decision. Step on in here a little bit. What's your
Yes.
feeling on the outcome here as you come out of this?
Well, we're deciding on something that's a little more intricate than, it's a living animal. It's
We
something.
have dog cases in
Yeah.
people's court all the time.
I understand that, yeah.
What about the pseudonyms there? Why would an affidavit be signed that says you called using false names? Where'd that come from?
That I don't know.
All right. So right around the corner, documents are waiting for you right around there, and you sign those. Oh, wait, sir, come on in here. How's Elf doing?
I guess fine as could be.
Yeah. Hey, Elf. Hey, how's it going, Elf? Hey, and what about you? What do you think about how this case has gone down?
We're glad that we win the decision. Only thing I was hoping to get back my money for the dog.
What's it like to do business with him?
Oh no, I hope America is looking at him and remember him. He's not a good dog breeder. Don't make the same mistakes that I made.
Over to Harvey.
Okay, this is a good example where the damages that you have to pay somebody could far exceed the actual value of the contract. So you could be on the hook for way more money than the contract was actually worth. So you should think about that, especially when you construct these deals. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.